Ottawa Team 10 investigation, arrested, booked, and then tossed in jail. Doima Michelle spent nearly 6 months behind bars for possession of meth, locked up based on the results of a drug test that she never should have failed. Team 10 investigator Adam Rakusin has been looking into this case. So how does this mistake happen? Because this cost her everything.
Yeah, she says that one of these, a field drug test like this, got it wrong. Even if what she had looked like drugs, the handy test should have cleared an innocent woman. Instead, she says it stole time, money, and security from her life.
They take your life and your time.
I asked the question, and Doima Michelle was in tears. Even 2 years later, the memory of being caged like an animal for a crime she didn't commit still haunts her.
It's sad because no one believes you. They think you're crazy.
Doima is a U.S. citizen, but has family in Mexico and often travels to see them. In June 2014, one simple trip took a terrible turn. A friend asked her to bring back this, cuajo, or rennet. It's used in the cheese-making process. Entering the U.S. at the San Ysidro border crossing, an officer found 4 bottles of rennet in Doima's car and sent her to a secondary screening. She says he and another officer used a field test kit like this. All 4 bottles tested positive for methamphetamine.
Immediately, I told them that they were wrong.
It didn't matter. She'd be hauled off to federal prison.
They undress you completely. They search you. For me, it was very shameful.
Doima says when the jail door shut, she felt like the walls started to close in. Every day inside of this cage felt like a nightmare that she couldn't wake up from.
She basically lost most of her life because of a stupid mistake made by government officials and the company that makes the test kits.
Stephen Haskins is Doima's attorney. He says the field drug test kits used across the country are advertised as highly reliable, but they're not.
Doima's not the only person who's been put in jail using these very same tests.
Team 10 filed a Freedom of Information Act request to find out just how many people officers have arrested at border crossings using the same kit in Doima's case. In the past 6 years, more than 6,000. Border Protection didn't tell us how many of those ended up being false positives.
Nobody bothered to test the product, actually test it in a laboratory until 6 months later.
I almost fainted right there. My stomach dropped and I told him, I told you that I'm innocent.
And neither Border Patrol nor the U.S. Attorney's Office would talk to us about this. The company who makes the drug test kit sent a statement that said, in part, Safariland is committed to creating products that increase safety and security. As a matter of policy, however, we do not comment on pending litigation, and Doima is suing both the government and the maker of this drug test kit.
Totally changed her life. How's her family handling this? What'd they do?
This was interesting. Her family kind of turned on her in this, and they said the only ones who actually know what really happened that day are between you and God. So it's not like they believed her.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Adam.